the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
Je suis désolée, il y a dû y avoir un bug de cours. Et ça a coupé le live. J'espère que ça va recommencer, on verra. Alors, du coup, je sais même pas si on a vu la fin du combat, mais bon. Tant pis, tant pis. Je vais juste vérifier un petit truc. Ok, c'est bon. Bon, bizarre. Utile comme ça. Vous avez eu tort, vous pouvez me croire, vous êtes très utile.
Yeah, I know. Gotta get you out of here. Come on.
Wait, that's not what I meant. I need you for something far simpler and far more pleasant. Well, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Ça va pas être possible en fait.
Treat it as my last wish.
La laisser faire ce qu'elle veut, peut-être une autre fois. Bah non en fait. Je suis pas d'accord, il y a une effet. Hein.
Another time, another place maybe. No offense.
None taken. You spoke clearly, you spoke honestly. It's fine. Come. The exit's this way.
Bah go. Enfin, c'est trop bizarre, on marche sur vraiment rien quoi. Stylé quand même. Bon, j'espère qu'il y aura plus de coupure de connexion, parce que ça va pas du tout le faire. Suivez Sienne. C'est vraiment...
Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal line?
They were my right, my due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Oh non, à chaque fois elle me fait le coup. Vas-y. Ah! Back to the real world. Waouh, trop beau. Un peu violent l'arrivée.
Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to
hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Ouais. Régis du calme, il suffit vous deux. Comment dire que je préférais carrément en fait qu'il fasse ça. Non, ouais, peut-être pas quand même. Alors. Je vais juste mettre... Voilà. Régis du calme, il suffit ou deux. Sinon, pour récupérer une marqueur perdue d'avance.
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Mhm.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth?
Ouais, bah y a plus le temps de reculer
But I
maintenant.
owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready. Deadloff will be here any moment now.
Elle est pas nerveuse là, elle est en panique.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you.
Elle va se faire buter, je crois.
Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must...
Oh non, je vais devoir quand même le battre, c'est une grosse blague. Wesh. Oh, oh merde.
But how?
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never
Mais non,
shall
mais j'avais
know
fait tout ça pour pas le buter. Tu te fous de ma gueule ou quoi? Ah oui, seul un vampire de rang supérieur peut défoncer un autre vampire, donc je crois que... Stylax. Wesh, déjà, il va falloir que je tape le bon. Oula. Ah, c'est dur, hein. Je comprends tout à fait. Oh my god. Oh, Régis, non? Oh my god.
I want to just us. Both of you!
Et moi j'ai rien fait, hein. Moi je voulais te sauver la vie, c'est toi qui est en colère, mon gros. regardais mes, je regardais mes PV, moi j'étais en train de le défoncer, mais non, c'est pas la bonne barre de PV. Aïe, wow. Wow. Oh my god. Allez, un combat contre un vampire, ça fait quoi en vrai? Qu'est-ce qu'il crève déjà? Oh, what the fuck? C'est quoi ce bordel? C'est un vampire encore ça? Oh my god! Wesh! Il m'a presque one shot! Je me disais aussi que ça pouvait pas être simple. Oh! Waouh! Incroyable! C'est le problème, c'est incroyable. Ça risque d'être un peu compliqué, hein. Ça par contre j'ai pas envie de me le retaper à chaque fois. Dire qu'il doit y avoir un level 3 parce qu'il a 3 barres de vie différentes. Enfin il a... Sa barre de vie est divisée en 3 donc... Il doit y avoir 3 stades. Et Régis il veut pas revenir, non? C'était pas possible ça. Il esquive trop bien. En fait, je lui fais 2 tapes et après il despawn. Non. Ok, j'ai capté. Ah, il est bugué. Non, dommage. Waouh! Je sens que ça va prendre un petit peu de temps, ça, hein? Wouah! The fuck! Et si je meurs au premier truc, ça va pas le faire, hein. Je vais me taper vraiment le truc à chaque fois, c'est incroyable. Mais on n'a rien fait, nous, c'est l'autre con, nous on est là pour t'aider, donc si tu peux être gentil un petit peu, s'il te plaît. Ah, il en a rien à foutre, il veut juste me buter. Ça peut pas être pire que la sorcière, ça peut pas être pire que la sorcière. Quand est-ce qu'il perd connaissance? J'ai un peu du mal à capter. Est-ce que je peux l'étourdir? J'y crois pas vraiment, mais il y a peut-être moyen, hein. Vas-y, on essaye. Non, ça marche pas du tout. Oh my god, ça marche pas. Et la musique, même la musique, elle en a eu marre. Ah mais là je peux pas, hein. Mon épée elle les défonce et tout. Mais what? Attends 5 secondes que je me régène un peu, genre. Bon, au pire, je le refais. Vas-y, on la refait. Je vais juste regarder un petit truc. Ah non, sans sueur et larmes, ça passe, hein. Normalement, ça le fait. Pourquoi je galère? D'ailleurs, le stade 1, je l'ai super bien réussi en plus. Merde.
Both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
What? C'est impossible. Je crois que je vais le foutre en mode histoire, comme ça, voilà, et après je le referai en plus difficile, mais une autre fois. Parce que sinon ça va être chiant. Ouais, je vais faire ça. J'en peux, enfin... J'ai pas envie de rage quit. Donc on va faire ça. C'est pas du tout de la triche. Je sais même pas si je vais pouvoir le faire là maintenant. Option. C'est pas ça. Je sais pas si ça a marché. Hein. Mais what? Laisse-moi le temps de te taper. J'ai pas remarqué que ça a changé de level là. Hein. Putain. T'as fini de te TP, je vais te bouffer ta grosse gueule. Eh oh, ouais. Jamais il se calme. Hein. Esquive. Je me fais quoi là? Oh. Ça va être impossible. Hein. J'arrive même plus à le battre stade 1. J'ai plus de PV là en fait. Je viens de capter. Je vais regarder si ça a changé. Bah ouais. Bah ouais, non, ouais, c'est pas possible. Tu peux pas me dire que dans ce mode-là, c'est aussi difficile. J'y crois pas en fait. Mais what? Ton épée! Je t'ai pas dit de la ranger. Tu me fais quoi là, Gérald? Ok, stade 1 c'est bon.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Ça va être un peu compliqué là. Hein. A little complicated. What the fuck? Comment je suis censée battre ce machin de la mort? Comme ça. Ok, donc à mon avis, de temps en temps, il spawn par terre, il faut le buter là. Quand on meurt pas par ces autres trucs là. Wesh! Oh! Putain! Je te recommence! Mais oui, en plus, la tour recommence. Je vais péter un steak, hein.
I want you just enough. You tricked me, both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Hé! Mais pourquoi il se TP pas genre dans le bon sens? C'est pas possible, genre là où je tape quoi. Donc là, même si je charge, en fait, je peux pas revenir à une forge parce que la dernière forge que j'ai vue, c'était il y a super longtemps.
Come on.
Je peux même pas skip la mini cinématique là. Là, il y a juste à esquiver jusqu'à ce qu'il spawn par terre.
Gods, start praying now.
Contre quoi je me bats, sérieux? Il a échappé belle celui-là. Oh my god. J'aime pas esquiver dans l'autre sens, j'aime pas esquiver dans l'autre sens. Mais je fais du 200, laisse tomber. J'ai la bonne épée au moins? Oui, j'ai la bonne épée. Oh, je fais du 200. Aïe. Putain! Comment c'est possible? Normalement, je suis censée faire du 1700. Sinon, je vais essayer de charger... Il est quelle heure là? Il est 54. La sauvegarde la plus récente, c'était à 38. Mais ça fait pas déjà 20 minutes que je suis sur ce combat. Je vais essayer là pour voir. Plus tard, ouais, bah non, je crois que c'est déjà mort.
Nice place.
Isn't
Il y a pas moyen de, genre, se casser? Non, bah y a
Let's
pas
get a
moyen.
The ribbon.
Non, je peux pas, hein. Bon, bah... Voilà, hein.
I want you just for us. You tricked me, both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence.
J'avais trahir la sorcière, mais alors là, pour le vampire à flamme.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Ouais, je peux rien faire. J'ai essayé, hein, mais là, c'était impossible. Tu vois, je peux même pas, je peux même pas esquiver. Putain. What? What? The fuck? Il m'a bouffé la gueule, là, je vais devenir vampire, on est d'accord? C'est ça la théorie. Ah, c'est dégueulasse! Wesh! Là, faut mettre moins de 18 en fait. Ouais. Level 48.
That will stop me. Prepare to die, Witcher!
Wow, wow, wow. Pourquoi il y a écrit level 50? Oh putain, c'est quoi cette merde? Wesh. Ça va être le bordel, hein. Ah! Esquive, esquive, esquive! Non, non, non! Ok, c'est bon. Il y en a combien des trucs comme ça? Il y en a 4, 5, 3. Aucune idée. Aucune idée. Je suis dans sa cervelle en fait. Il n'y en a plus qu'un. Eh! Punaise. Oh non, mais ça finit jamais. Oh my god! Pétard! Dire que j'aurais pu y passer beaucoup plus de temps. Hein. Oh Régis! Ok, il s'est pris un caillou sur la gueule, mais tout va bien. On est d'accord que c'est Régis qui est obligé de le buter, sinon ça va pas marcher. Hein. Vite, avant qu'il se régène, s'il te plaît.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Il se régène super vite. Oh, c'est terrible de voir ça à la fin. Pauvre Régis. J'ai jamais vu pire combat, je crois, dans un jeu. En vrai, j'ai un peu triché, mais bon, un jour je le referai en version plus dure. Je vais passer 1 heure et demie, mais bon. 2 semaines plus tard. 1000 points d'expérience, ouais, bah c'est mérité. Hein.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the
Wow.
most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Les goûts et les couleurs, je n'ai pas l'habitude de porter ce genre d'habit.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of
Bah,
armor
pourquoi pas?
caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic.
Je me rappelle pas du tout ce que c'est.
Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Tu as raison, elle en parlait au sieur. Bonne idée, allez-y, je vois. Pour là-bas, l'enquête est terminée, Régis. Ouais, vas-y.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handwork at the ceremony with
Je
the
crois pas.
dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Quel gros chien.
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Sauf que c'est des hyper belles bottes, je crois. C'est pas fait pour... Quel gros chien, il me fait la brosse.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beckers brought them.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. One for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, unshaved. Their clothes were tattered. As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter.
Eh bah.
Inside.
Ah, c'est quoi au dos de ces bottes? C'est trop moche. Very ugly. Par contre, on va refaire un petit truc, hein, je pense. Non, c'est pas ça, c'est jeu. On va pouvoir le refoutre en sang et sueur et lame.
Elsewhere, got it? This is a decent... You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Oh là là. Je vais me faire défoncer pour la tenue.
Stench. Damn.
Wesh, ils sont au level 49. C'est bien la dernière chose que je devais faire hein, avec cette tenue, mais bon. Va pour la baston, hein. Faut les coincer dans un coin. 49. Je suis level combien en fait avec tout ça? Je suis 45, hein. C'est peut-être pour ça aussi que je l'ai là. 4 levels de moins et j'ai plus mes armes. Bon ok, je cherche un peu des excuses, mais quand même. Ah merde, c'était obligé que je perde. Quel trou duc.
Are you well, my friend?
What happened?
Well, I saw your opponents gain the upper hand, so I took the liberty of jumping in. They shan't bother us anymore. We can now have a calm conversation with the proprietor.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What do they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Alors, j'ai besoin d'un renseignement.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. so almost all in the area eat here.
Ok.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Plus qu'à attendre sagement.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if
Pourquoi
they
j'y vais
draw
dans
it
cette
out,
tenue
your
aussi?
soup will go
Forcément, ils ont
cold,
pas envie de me
and you
répondre. Hein.
wouldn't want that.
Ça paraît logique.
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Pourquoi il y a que 3
Does
gars?
anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain.
Mhm.
You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
Ok, ça m'a pas beaucoup tout ça.
I'm to deliver it 2 days after the feast of Saint Barnabas.
La lettre ne sert plus à rien.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to
Tu
heed folk
m'étonnes.
who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Dit-il. Ok, merci. La 5e victime.
Damn it.
What is it?
Oh oh.
Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Ok.
Well, well.
Ah non, c'est des chiens. On n'a pas le droit de faire ça. Je veux
I
savoir
must
qui
say,
c'est.
even I did not expect this.
Je veux savoir.
This time you will see to our Duchessa.
Ah bon, ok. Je m'y attendais carrément.
Seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Tout est clair à présent.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'état.
C'est pas faux.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed, the logical conclusion, Geralt.
Mais du coup, elle allait le buter elle-même.
Victims to start. The virtue's their only
Y a moyen,
link.
hein.
Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you can always ask her yourself.
Mais je vais aller lui poser, là, tu vas voir. J'aimerais connaître tes motivations. Vous pensez que c'est une bonne idée? Bah, on y va direct, en fait. Il n'y a pas à se poser de questions.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes
Ça
one
va
should
jamais prendre
stare
fin, cette histoire.
in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth.
Ah,
Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
courtiers were insisting on a harsher
Ah
punishment.
ouais, elle est encore
Much
dans le pays des
harsher.
champignons là.
Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Bah... Go en fait.
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mère Lachaise Long. I'll not
Mère
be starting the
Lachaise.
palace after
So
Dettlaff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Sienna.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you.
Je vous attendrai au cimetière, ça va pas du tout. J'aurais dû screen. Parler à Damien, parler à Sienna. Facultatif. Bah... On va parler à Sienna quand même. Hein. Pourquoi il y a un mort là? C'est un bandit que j'ai tué? C'est quoi ça? Ok, trop bizarre. Je regarderai ça plus tard. Pourquoi j'ai pas pris le TP?
I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard. I've worked up
C'est à 200 encore, mais c'est super long. Est-ce qu'il y a un TP? Yeah! Oh! Stylax. Ok. Ici? Ici. What? Ça va être comme dans la tour de réponse. Comme tout à l'heure. 45 escaliers. Hop. Non, pas ici. Ok, c'était là.
Halt!
Halt! Eh oh, tu vas te calmer, hein? On la soupçonne d'avoir planifié l'assassinat. Je veux lui parler en fait, c'est
Want to
tout.
talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Ouf, j'ai cru que j'allais devoir faire encore tout le tour de tout le château. Mais non, ça va.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
as long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Oh bah ça va, elle est bien la prison là.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
À cause de la malédiction, parce que vous l'enviez, parce que vous êtes tourné le dos et qu'elle vous a oublié. Bah écoute.
Because she turned her back on you? then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
Waouh.
Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell
Pas
her.
bête.
Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Bah si en
Then
fait,
why
ça.
do it at all?
She ought to know.
Je veux le fric.
If only cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Alors, enfin un peu d'honnêteté. N'avez-vous jamais envisagé de lui pardonner? Je n'ai assez entendu.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you.
Ça a été intelligent de lire ce
Away
livre.
at memories, distorts
Ça
them.
sert à quelque chose là.
Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
if she loved me so, why did she wash her hands of me? Forget me, hmm?
Ce n'était qu'une enfant, vous pourriez le lui demander. Ah, ça devient compliqué comme choix là. Je vais juste faire ça et après je reprends. Ok. Vous pourriez le lui demander, ce n'était qu'une enfant.
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all Toussaint. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
C'est pas faux. Allez, deviens gentil, gentil.
You really want a happy ending, don't you? With all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Je m'en fous de la médaille.
Farewell, Sienna.
Oh non, hyper triste. Est-ce que je tente de faire un autre dialogue? En chargeant. Mais bon.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
J'ai quelque chose à régler. Allons-y, allons-y.
Let's go. Wanna see him too.
Bon, bah, j'aurais essayé de la récupérer, mais apparemment elle veut pas.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Waouh, il s'est fait bolos, hein. Commençons la 5e année, je sais qu'il va être... Il n'avait pas l'air en forme, MDR.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired thug, and more like a man deserving of the Duchy's highest honor.
Ah mais non, pourquoi j'ai fait ça?
In fact, you'd do best to maintain a dignified silence throughout. Let's begin the ceremony.
Pas être
Come with me.
possible.
The Duchess awaits.
Je vais le balancer avant. Avant qu'elle me donne ma médaille, là. Que Sienna, sa sister, veut la buter.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, Your Enlightened Highness.
Eh bah, ça
Your
promet.
Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair,
Wow, j'ai peur.
step forth.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Non, mais moi je veux juste récupérer Sienna, je m'en fous de ce truc.
Who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast.
Waouh,
Such is
tout ça
our
pour ça.
desire.
Tu te fous de ma gueule.
May the symbol serve as a reminder to all
J'espère que je vais pouvoir le
that the
revendre.
Witcher shall forever remain
Non, je rigole, je
a
rigole.
friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the Duke.
Mais je m'en fous de ton putain de vin,
The
garde-le!
experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Non. J'ai hâte, c'est trop d'honneur, j'ai une mauvaise nouvelle. Sienna voulait vous tuer. Vas-y.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Deadloff. You were to be the beast's fifth
Bon,
victim.
après, j'imagine qu'elle s'en doutait quand même, non?
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
J'ai la preuve, hein,
I
donc...
have proof.
Ouais. Allez, hop! Je crois qu'elle va m'arracher ma distinction, elle va se barrer. Ouais, mais il fallait qu'elle sache la vérité. Ah.
I do not believe it.
Sorry.
In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned
Si
my
tu veux.
sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
Ouais,
If
on
my
t'avait 2 ans de
presence will
tête,
help in
mais...
any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
C'est sa sœur? Pourquoi elle a pas le même prénom, là? Je comprends pas tout. Attends, parce que... ça va pas du tout, tout ça. Pam, 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 pam. Ok, go. Elle est en panique là. Ah oui, elle veut l'avoir devant tout le monde en plus. D'accord.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
J'agis comme je l'entends. La duchesse m'a demandé de l'aider.
I'm not a prisoner. free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Oh là là, ça va être terrible cette histoire. Ça va se finir super mal. Les crimes de Sienna étaient affreux, mais elle avait des raisons d'être blessée. La culpabilité de Sienna est évidente, rien d'autre ne compte. Je sais pas quoi répondre là.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
Ah merde.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder.
Ah, je savais pas ça par contre.
Ministers, I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child. Thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief.
Comme quoi ça veut dire qu'elle l'aime
But
encore. Hein.
Your dagger hurt most. You were my Honorietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Ah, vous n'étiez que des enfants à l'époque. Vous prétendez comprendre ce que vous détestiez et que vous avez fait tuer.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous
Ouah, les
bolt.
conneries.
Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you.
Je suis pas sûre que ça arrange les
Dear
choses.
sister, can you forgive me?
Elle va la buter. Ah, elle va la buter. Ça la fait marrer, j'en peux plus. Oh, le poignard dans le dos, je le sens. Oh my god. Oh, j'ai peur, j'ai peur, j'ai peur, j'ai peur. Non, elle a pas de poignard. Vous y croyez? Moi, j'y crois pas du tout, là. Si? Oui. Wesh, ça se termine vraiment comme ça? Non. Premier degré. Mais non. C'est pas possible. J'aurais lui pardonné, c'est tout.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile.
Ça, c'est dans le livre.
And display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
C'est incroyable.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Non. Très bien, tout de suite, dans le noir. J'ai pas envie d'y aller, là.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Mais j'ai pas envie d'y aller!
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Aïe aïe aïe. Mettez les gants et le masque. C'est dans quoi? Objet de quête? Ouais. C'est quoi ça en fait? Et masque. Oula. C'est terrible. Terrible, terrible.
Moonlight makes me oh so dreamy.
Ah, ça met la vision de sorceleur.
Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about oh how.
Je m'en fous. Je m'en fous de ce qu'il dit, j'ai pas envie de faire ça déjà. Il est où? Il s'est cassé! Non, c'est moi qui me suis barré. Bague? Wesh. Ah mais oui, je suis dans le cimetière. Eh oh! Régis! Ok, il est plus là. Super. Il m'a abandonné. Là. Une petite plante. Racine de mandragore. Et là aussi.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He is a vampire after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Je dois le traquer maintenant. Et il se fout de moi!
Regis!
Quel bon masque! Terrible, terrible. Oh non, pas ces machins-là, je déteste ça. Oh putain, j'ai toujours pas réparé mon arme. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Et déjà, réagissent à vaincre les vampires? Quoi? Ah, d'accord, il y a d'autres vampires qui lui en veulent parce que... J'ai rien fait. Pourtant, je suis repassée en sanctuaire, mais d'accord. Ça va, il a plus le masque là. Ouais, il a plus le masque, ça va.
So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one. and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Eh bah.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning.
Ils ont bu toute la nuit.
Rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally,
Cool.
have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Ça, je crois pas. Hein. Oui, je pense m'installer ici pour de bon. Non, j'ai été formée pour tuer des monstres. Je ne sais pas encore. Ok, on va dire non, je ne sais pas encore.
Don't really know yet. I'd find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting.
Attends, quoi, on peut lui faire prendre sa retraite? J'y crois pas.
Or maybe I'll just stick to the path. Go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on. Which, of course, brings to mind Dandelion.
J'avoue. Je chance pied.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to
Ah,
rescue
trop
Ciri
bien,
from
c'est bon, ils font des
Vilgefortz.
refs à l'histoire.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. That first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Je sais plus ce qui devient Régis à la
Seemed
fin.
like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole
Je crois qu'il se fait
problem,
buter,
summer's too
normalement.
small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Où iriez-vous?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
Eh bah.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer.
That's a hand.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Waouh, waouh, waouh. Bon, ben, on a fini l'extension, hein. Waouh, fini. Ouais. Ouf. Ouf, non, parce qu'en vrai, c'était cool. Un peu dur sur la fin. Entre le combat de la sorcière et du vampire, bon. Alors, est-ce que le générique, il est long ou pas? Bon, je vais le laisser. Rien ne presse. Et maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? Non, en vrai, il y a une deuxième extension. Mais j'ai pas envie de la faire tout de suite. Je pense en vrai, là, je continuerai juste les objectifs sur la map et je passerai sur peut-être d'autres jeux. C'est con, j'ai réinstallé il y a pas longtemps Witcher, mais bon. Ah bon, ouais. Yes, yes, yes. Ils sont pas mal les dessins. J'ai envie de les screen et de les refaire. Ça risque d'être un petit peu long. What's next? Ah non, par contre, faut peut-être pas abuser. Hein.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Rentrez chez vous. Une humilité infinie. Infinie. Ok, ben on va rentrer chez moi comme ils disent. Hein. Par contre, on m'avait dit un truc, c'est qu'à la fin de l'extension de Blood and Wine, normalement, on devait voir un perso. Et on l'a pas vu. Je vais voir ça. Par contre... Ah, Ablette qui n'est plus une licorne. Tout va bien.
Come on.
Bienvenue dans le vrai monde. Allez, go! En vrai, elle était cool l'extension. Hein. Je sais pas si j'ai sauvegardé avant de la commencer. Mais si c'est le cas, un jour je pourrais la refaire. Bon, pour l'instant ça n'a pas du tout d'intérêt, mais... si jamais... Alors... Par contre, je crois que je suis toujours à court de fric, hein. Quoique, normalement, je me suis fait payer pour mon contrat. 5000, ouais, pas ouf. Pas ouf, pas ouf. Surtout que je dois réparer mes armes et tout, là. Je sais même pas si on peut les réparer ici. Paysan. Non. On peut juste les améliorer.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Il est à bout, le majordome, là. J-Pep. Ah, je pense savoir qui c'est, en fait. Elle est vraiment horrible, cette maison. Hein. Il fait sombre et tout. Mais non, c'est pas des méchants. C'est des petits poteaux.
Unexpected as ever. And
Dear
beautiful as
friend.
ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some shitty two-crown romance.
Il a dit des inconnus, il a pas dit une inconnue. Il doit y avoir quelqu'un d'autre. Ok, ils se barrent, ils en ont rien à foutre. D'accord, ça me va aussi, hein. Oula. What the fuck. Il y a trop de trucs, là. Vas-y,
Brought
je vais
quite
tous
a
les
few
faire.
books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The name of the orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I
Hey.
was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what?
Et donc,
I
tu lis des
like
livres?
that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to
Ça,
me.
c'est à la fin des livres, mais pas du tout à Toussaint, par contre.
Which is why I came here.
Toussaint te plaît?
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, We're black down here and
Ah,
you're pretty damn
elle est
hot.
sérieuse. J'en peux plus vraiment.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Ah ouais. Elle a cru que j'étais son serviteur.
Bring you whatever you want.
Ah ouais, et lui dit ça. D'accord, il n'y a pas de souci.
You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident. But I'm
Il y a
not
le
about
faisan
to
qui bug à
complain.
gauche.
Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard. Good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall
Sorry?
give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it
Quoi?
down here.
Ah oui, si,
I
d'accord,
knew you'd
j'ai
see
capté.
things my way.
C'est n'importe
Ever
quoi.
thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
Hey!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
Aïe aïe aïe, je crois que ça s'arrête jamais déjà.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Eh ben... Attends, il y a écrit enflammé au-dessus de sa tête. Rendez-vous à la monstre ou le... Oui, bon, la deuxième extension, je vais pas la faire maintenant, ça c'est clair. Allez, on crame Yennefer, c'est parti. Oh merde, vous ne pouvez pas attaquer cette cible. Ok, y a pas de souci, d'accord. Non, mais non, je vais pas lui parler.
Let me talk.
Always. With pleasure.
5. Je me casse.
So,
Of course.
Et elle reste là jusqu'à la fin de sa vie. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fout debout? Ah non, elle sort assis. Madame est posée. Bon. Ben, on a fini l'extension, donc on va s'arrêter là. Je vais juste sauvegarder. Et puis, voilà. J'achèterai les trucs pour le vignoble la prochaine fois. Enfin, je sais pas quand je vais rejouer la prochaine fois, du coup, on va voir. Bref. Allez, à plus, et puis bonne soirée. Et encore désolé pour la petite coupure tout à l'heure de connexion. Je sais pas du tout ce qui s'est passé, ça me fait jamais ça, mais bon voilà. Allez, salut, salut!